Welcome in to be our guest. We have somebody, you've heard the saying, we're always on for you. Well, Mike Jordan is here from Alabama Power, and you are always on for all of these great people out there to show them different ways to save money and what to expect. So the first question I wanted to ask you is, if you're trying to cut down on your electric bill, what are your top energy users in your house, the top 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's a great question. First of all, thank you again for having us.
We love it.
Y'all are always
Jack
awesome.
and I love it.
Air conditioning. During the summertime, air conditioning,
Okay.
hot water heater, dishwasher, and washing clothes. Those are going to primarily be your top appliances.
Okay.
And refrigeration, depending upon if you've got freezers or refrigerators in the house. Those are generally going to be the top appliances. So using those appliances smartly will help save money. So for instance, we talked about thermostat and setting your thermostat, leaving it, adjusting it minimally either direction. When someone may wash clothes, not drying those clothes in the hottest part of the day, using cold water where it's appropriate to do so.
Okay.
Using your dishwasher during the cooler parts of the day, so you're not using things that are going to heat that home, so that your air conditioning unit, that's probably in most homes is the number one appliance. That unit is not having to work as hard to lower the temperature in the home.
Well, we need to use all of these tips because, as you're seeing with everything, the electricity, energy prices are going to be going up.
Yes.
Tell us what is in store for us.
So I would share 2 things. One is that Alabama Power customers will actually see a credit on their upcoming bill.
Wow.
And that is directly related to fuel cost. So we were over-recovered for fuel, so we returned that money back to the customer. However, you mentioned it, and that is 100% true. The cost of the fuel is going up.
Right.
So we did last week announce that on average, customers will see a $6 increase on their monthly bill beginning in August. That is directly related to how much the company is having to is having to buy the fuel to generate the electricity to fuel our homes.
No different than your car and
That's
what
right.
you're paying for. Well, is that a set fee or is that contingent? That's contingent on how much energy you use,
That's right. So that's $6 on
Okay.
average. It's going to be a little less for some. It may be a little more for some.
Okay.
But on average, we estimate an average home about $6.
Okay. I bet you if everybody followed all the tips, you could almost offset that $6. Really
100%,
and truly.
yes.
I believe that. So if you paid attention to all the tips on how to cut down, then you'll be in good shape.
Yes, and following even the usage and being aware, we have tools on Alabama Power's website that even allow the customer to monitor their own energy usage. It's called My Power Usage. And so someone could even look at their particular home and say, okay, I'm using more energy at 10 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, great.
And it puts the power back in their hands to maybe change some things that they're doing that they see maybe causing more power usage in different parts of the day.
I love that. So if I'm consistently using more power at 2 in the afternoon, then I need to go back and check my schedule and see what I'm doing at 2 in the afternoon.
And perhaps do it at a different time when it may be
do it at night when it's cooler
Sure.
or early morning.
Sure.
And there's one other real quick thing.
Yes.
The share program. No matter how bad we may think we have it, there is always somebody who has it worse. And I'd like to just touch on the share program because I do that, and I think it's worth talking about.
Well, Project Share is a fantastic program. More broadly, I would say that Alabama Power, we work very hard to meet the needs of the customer. So if a customer has an issue, we always encourage all of us are going to fall on a hard time at some point where paying a power bill may become a burden. So we always encourage customers to call us. Let's find out what the resources is that we can put them in connection with with their life situation that may help clear that financial hurdle so they're not at risk of having their power disconnected. And let us help the customer. Project Share is one tool, but we have others that we can help direct customers to for that assistance. And maybe the answer is not assistance. Maybe it's, I just need an extra month in order to get over this one particular obstacle.
Right.
We're certainly always willing to work with customers to help them through those tough times.
And so where do people go to find out how to get that help?
Sure. Any of our local Alabama Power business offices can be helpful. Calling our 1-800 number that's listed on the Alabama Power website. We also have a very robust social presence. So if going in an office or calling's not someone's cup of tea, certainly contacting us via social media can help.
Well, thank you so much. You know, that's what it's all about, folks, is not just keeping the lights on, but caring. And thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it, Mike.
Thank you for having me.
And stay with us, and we'll be right back.